The topic for this video is fitting of normal distribution curve. The normal distribution curve is fitted to the sample data with various objectives, such as to provide a visual device to judge whether the normal curve is a good fit to the sample data or not, or to use a very smoothened normal curve instead of irregular curve. So there are n number of reasons with which we fit the normal distribution. Now for the purpose of calculation, we have two methods to fit the normal distribution. The first method is methods of ordinates. And the second method is method of areas. In this video, we will discuss about method of ordinates. Now in this method, the frequencies are represented on the ordinate. So for fitting a normal distribution curve, the ordinates at various standard deviation distances from means are obtained and then the data is fitted. Now in the method of ordinates, we will go with a sequence. We will follow a series of steps and then we will calculate the expected frequency. So as you have seen in case of binomial distribution, Poisson distribution, we calculate expected frequencies. So here also we will go with the expected frequencies. So series of steps will be there. So first of all, you will calculate the mean from the information available. You will be given an x, or there can be class intervals and frequency, and from that you will be calculating the value of mean, as you have done in the chapter central tendency. Second step will be, we will be calculating the value of standard deviation, as mean is also required in case of normal distribution and standard deviation also. So standard deviation also we will calculate. In the third step, we will prepare a table from where we are going to calculate these expected frequencies. So what we will do in that table is, in that table we will calculate Z with the help of this formula that we have already done in case of normal distribution. Then we will be calculating its table value, as you have already done. First we calculate Z, then we calculate the table value, and from this table value we will be reaching at the expected frequencies with the help of class intervals. So I'll just show you with the help of one practical example how the method of ordinates is applied. So this is the question available where we have to fit a normal distribution curve with the help of method of ordinates. So as I discussed with you, you have to first of all calculate the value of mean in the first step, and then we have to calculate the value of standard deviation. So you can calculate the value of mean with any method, direct method or indirect method. So I am going to calculate the value of mean with the help of assumed mean. So let us take our assumed mean to be 2. So this will be -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Now we will be calculating f dx, multiplying f with dx. So it will be -20, -14, 0, 8, 10 and 12. So from here we will have sigma f dx. The value of sigma f dx will be -4. Next we will calculate dx square, because that we will require for standard deviation also. So 1410149. Then we will require f dx square. So f and dx square we will multiply. So 40, 14, 0, 8, 20 and 36. So from here we will get f dx dash square, which comes out to be 118. Now the value of mean we can directly calculate with the help of this indirect method. Assumed mean was 2 f dx dash. The value is -4 and n comes out to be 60. So this will be 2 minus 4 upon 60. So calculating this, you will be getting the answer of mean coming out to be 1.9. So now our mean has come out to be 1.9. So mean is equals to 1.9. So this was our first step. Now in the second step, standard deviation is required, as we have done in case of measures of dispersion. The formula of standard deviation is this. So this is the second step in the fitting of normal distribution curve. So f dx dash square is 118, n was 60. F dx dash comes out to be minus 4 upon n is 60 square. So this is how we will be calculating the standard deviation. So solving this, 118 divided by 60 is 1.97 minus 4 upon 60 square. So 4 4s are 16 and divided by 3600 and squaring it, this will be the answer. The difference is going to be 1.966 and taking its standard deviation, it comes out to be 1.45. So this is the value of 1.45 standard deviation. That is our second step. So our standard deviation comes out to be 1.45. So step number 1 and 2, as we have written, we just completed that. Now coming to step number 3. In the step number 3, we have seen that we will prepare a table for the calculation of theoretical distribution. So mean and standard deviation, we will take their assistance and we will just prepare that table. So first of all, these are the values of x given in the question. Now from here, first we will calculate the value of z with the help of same formula that till now we were doing for normal distribution. Z is equals to x minus x mean upon standard deviation. These are the values of x given in the question. From this x, we are going to calculate z first. Okay. So now calculating the values of z, for this reason only we have first calculated the value of mean and standard deviation. So for the first value, z is 0. Sorry, x is 0, mean is 1.9 divided by standard deviation is 1.45. So this will be minus 1.9 divided by 1.45. So this comes out to be minus 1.31. Now for the second, this x is 1 minus mean will be same and standard deviation will be same. This value comes out to be minus 0.62. Now for the third value, x will be 2, mean is going to be same and standard deviation is going to be same. So calculating this, the value comes out to be 0.068. So we can take it 7. In the next, the value will be 3 minus 1.9 divided by 1.45. So like this, we have to calculate z for every point. I'll just write down the answers over there. The first answer was minus 1.31. The second answer is minus 0.62. The third answer comes out to be 0.07 in the positive. So next will be 3 minus 1.9 divided by 1.45. So this comes out to be 0.76. Next is 4 minus 1.9 divided by 1.45. So this comes out to be 1.45. The next value is 5. X is 5 minus 1.9 divided by 1.45, and this comes out to be positive 2.13. So first two values are negative, the others are coming out to be positive. So the next we'll be looking at the table value. As we have seen in all the questions, we will see the table value of these. So that is here known as phi z. That is the table value only, but it shows this is the table value of z. So we will see the table of ordinates. Now you have to look very carefully at the tables. The table of ordinates, because we are moving ahead with the method of ordinates. So the table of ordinates has been given at the end of your books. From there only we will see this value 1.31. See, this is the table. It is written at the top of the table, ordinates of the standard normal curve. So this is the table G given at the back of your books that you will have to consult for solving the method of ordinates. So now we require the value of 1.31 So we will see the value of 1.3 under 1. So this is 0.1691. So likewise we have to see the next value 0.62, that we will see 0.6 under 2, that is 0.3292. So we will just locate the value from this table, as this is the method of ordinates given. So the value of 1.31 was 0. The value of 0.62 was 0.3292. The value of 0.07 is 0.3980. The value of 0.76 0.2989. Value of 1.45 is 0.1394, and the value of 2.13 is 0.0413. So from that table we have just noted down these values. Now after calculating these table values that we have named as phi z, the next is the calculation of y. And how y is calculated? The formula to calculate y is n divided by standard deviation into phi z. So n upon standard deviation will be multiplied by this table value. Either you can calculate n upon standard deviation separately. So in this question, if you have seen the frequency, the total was n was 60, divided by our standard deviation has come out to be 1.45. So directly you can calculate this value and put it here and multiply it with this. So if we divide this n divided by standard deviation, that is 60, divided by 1.45, it comes out to be 41.4. So we can multiply this column with 41.4. So what 41.4 into 0.1691, this value is 7.0007, like this. So we can take till 2-3 points here. Second value is 0.3292 multiplied by 41.4, and this value comes out to be 13.63. So like this we will calculate the values for all. Next comes out to be 16.48. Next will be 12.37. Next comes up to be 5.77. And the last is 1.7. So this is the value of y. So now the last column that we will prepare is our theoretical values, or we can say expected frequency. You can write theoretical frequency or expected frequency. And the formula for this is y multiplied by class interval. Class interval means difference between these classes. So in this question the difference between the classes is 1. So we will multiply this with 1. It means it is going to come exactly the same. So if in any question the difference is of 2, in the last we have to multiply that by the class interval. So we will round this off. So this will be 13. This will be 14. Next will be 17. Next will be 12. Next will be 6, and last will be 2. So you have to add this, and this total you have to make equal to 60. So when we add this, this comes out to be 58. So it means two values we have to increase somewhere. So you can increase at the points where you feel like it should be increased. So here it is 12.37. We can give it a 13. So one number can be increased here, and in any other value you can just decide to increase, and then you have to make it total 60. So this is how in the method of ordinates we make the calculations. The process is very simple. We have to go with this, and for this task x minus x mean upon standard deviation we require these two values. Then we took the table values and then multiply it with n upon standard deviation, and finally got our theoretical values.